Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ivona and today we're gonna do a Pilates routine for lower back pain. So this is going to be quite gentle a routine. We're going to do some flexibility, a little bit of mobility, and also some core strengthening. So quite general class, but hopefully your back will love this one. I'm gonna use a band for this one. So if you have a band nearby, grab it. If you don't have a band, you can use a yoga belt or just a normal belt or a kitchen towel, whatever you have nearby. So we are gonna start on our belly and we are gonna start with quad stretch. So I found that people that have low back pain quite often have tight quads, the thigh muscles. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna bend your left knee, place the right fist underneath your forehead, and then with your left hand you're just gonna try to grab your left foot. Of course, if you cannot reach, you can always use the band and you can wrap the band around your foot and you can use the band to pull your leg in. So I don't need the band, so I'm gonna hold on to my foot. But what you want to do here is you want to press your pubic bone so your hips are pressing down. And when you do that, you're gonna feel a little bit more of a stretch into your thigh. And then perhaps, if you are flexible, you can try to hover the knee off the ground just a little bit. And then you're gonna connect to your breath. So you're gonna inhale through the nose and you're gonna exhale through the mouth. And inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And just a few more rounds of these lovely deep breathing. So inhaling through the nose, exhale. Good. Let's do one more. Inhale and we exhale. Good. And then just let it go. Just rock your hips from side to side. Just feel how your left leg feels comparing to your right leg. And then we're gonna kick your right heel to your bum, grab the foot, make a fist with the opposite hand to support your head, and then pull your foot towards your glutes and then press your hips down into the floor. So you want to feel like the thigh is stretching. Just taking a couple of deep breaths here. If you're flexible, you can try to hover the knee off the ground. Good, and we're gonna release. We just rock our hips from side to side. Good, and you're gonna place your hands underneath your shoulders. You're gonna push yourself up. And then just round your back and take a quick child's pose. So just stretching out your lower back here. Inhaling through the nose. Deep exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. And one more breath. And then you're gonna slide your hands to your knees and you're gonna roll your spine up. Lovely. And then from here, we're gonna go on to your hands and your knees. And you want to have a neutral spine. So you want to have that little curve in the lower back. Knees are underneath your hips and your hands are underneath your shoulders. You're gonna maintain that position of your spine as you hinge back from your hips. So you're gonna inhale to go back. You can even place your opposite hand on your lower back. And just check that you still have that curve in the lower spine. And then as you exhale, you're gonna come forward. And do it again. So as you inhale, you go back to the point where you feel like you can maintain the neutral spine. If you start to feel like your tailbone is stuck in under, you wanna stop there. So we want those sit bones to reach back behind us. You're gonna feel a bit of a stretch in front of the hips. And then you're gonna come forward. Let's do it one more time. So you're gonna go back without tucking your tailbone under. So you're maintaining that nice long spine. Stretching the front of the hips. and then come forward. And then from here, you're just gonna rotate your shins out. And then you're gonna do the same thing. So a little bit less range of movement. You're gonna maintain the neutral position as you hinge back. And then exhale to come forward. And again, inhale, hinging back, stretching into your hips. And come forward. And we're gonna do that one more time. You're gonna hinge back. Shins are rotated out. Try not to tuck under. So the range of movement here is quite small. Good. And then we're gonna connect the big toes. Knees are staying underneath your hips. And then inhale, you go as far as you can. And exhale to come forward. And again, inhale, go back. And exhale to come forward. So the range of movement here is quite big. So the legs are externally rotated and we're getting that nice stretch into the hips. Nice, good. And then we're gonna go back to the starting position. So your feet are in line with your knees. Knees are underneath your hips. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Just drop your belly and just arch your back. See how that feels in your spine. Inhale. And then as you exhale, just tuck your tailbone under. And then round your spine and then draw your chin to the chest. So the movement starts from the pelvis. So from the pelvis, we're going to start to lift your sit bones up. Then you're going to start arching your lower back. And then your middle back. Then your upper back. And you're going to look forward. If it's okay for your neck, you can even look up to the ceiling. Try to relax the space between your eyebrows. And then as you exhale, we're gonna move from your tailbone. So you start to tuck your tailbone under so the sit bones are pointing down towards the floor now. And the rest of the spine follows the movement. So you're rounding your lower back, middle back, upper back. And you're tucking your chin in and pushing the floor away. And you're spreading your shoulder blades apart. Let's do that again. Start to move from your sit bones. So we're gonna start to lift the sit bones up. And then arching your lower back and the middle back and the upper back. And then look forward or up to the ceiling. Relax the space between the eyebrows. And then as you exhale, start to tuck your tailbone under so the sit bones are pointing down now towards the ground. And the rest of the spine follows. We're gonna push the floor away with your hands. You're gonna tuck your toes under, take a breath in. And then as you exhale, just hover the knees off the ground, just an inch or so. Push the floor away. Hold that position. Keep your tailbone tucked under. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your knees down. Stretch your toes back. And release back to neutral. Let's do that one more time. So take a nice inhale through the nose. On the exhale, tuck your tailbone under so the sit bones are pointing down towards the floor. Round your back. Push the floor away. Tuck your chin in, tuck your toes under, hover the knees off the ground, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees down, stretch the toes back, and release into child's pose. So big toes together, knees a little bit wider than your hips. Again, tuck your tailbone under, and then stretch your arms forward into child's pose. We've got 2 breaths here. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And one more inhale. And on the next exhale, we're going to slide your hands towards your knees and then roll your spine up. And once you're up, just roll your wrist a couple of times. And then roll the wrist the other way. Beautiful. Good, so we're going to lie down on your back now. So we did a little bit of mobility for the hips. But we're going to carry on with the mobility. So what you're going to do, you're going to grab your band. Right foot goes into the band. If you don't have a band, just grab a kitchen towel or an old hoodie, whatever works. Lengthen the left leg forward. And then you want to make sure you have that little curve here underneath your lower back. So the sit bones should be pointing straight down towards your heels. They shouldn't be pointing up to the ceiling, if that makes sense. Relax your shoulders. And just try to lengthen the back of the leg so your hamstrings are getting a bit of a stretch. This might feel tight for some of you, and that's okay. We're just gonna start to draw a little circle here. So we're gonna keep your hips really grounded, and we're just gonna draw a circle from your hip joint. And then when the leg is away from you, we're really reaching the thigh bone away from the socket, and then you're coming back up. Inhale across, exhale to circle around and back up. Let's do that one more time. So we circle around and up. And we reverse direction. We go out, around, and back up. And as you're circling your leg, you want to make sure the left hip is staying down on the ground. Good. We got one more here. Lovely. You're gonna pause in the center. You're gonna bend your knee, and then you're gonna hold the band really short. You're gonna pull your shin towards you like this. You're gonna flex your foot, and then if you are flexible, you can try to hold onto the foot with your hand. If you're not flexible, you're just gonna hold onto the band. Yeah? And just hold this position for a couple of breaths. So it's like a reverse pigeon pose if you do yoga. This is like a reverse pigeon pose on your back. And just hold the stretch and breathe. And then you're gonna play around with this position. So maybe you take your knee out to the right a little bit, and then you take the knee to the left a little bit. So you're just rocking your hip basically from side to side. Just getting some mobility here through that hip. So going right and left, left and right. Good, let's do one more. Beautiful, good. And then we're gonna release. Stretch your right leg down, give it a little shake. Just notice how your leg feels. Maybe do some ankle circles. Just do whatever feels good. Okie dokie, let's do the other side. So let's step the left foot in. And then check your alignment. So we want that natural curve in the lower back. We want your right leg to be nice and straight, foot flexed. Elbows should be down on the ground, ideally. Upper body is relaxed. Tongue is relaxed in your mouth. And then from here, we just start to introduce a little bit of mobility into the hip. So as we inhale, we're going in. Exhale, we're going out with the leg. Making sure that the right hip is staying down, so no rocking from side to side. And we reverse. Good, we're gonna come back. We're gonna bend the knee, so you're gonna draw your shin towards you and then hold the band really, really short, or grab your foot with your opposite hand. Make sure the foot is flexed, and then just hold it here. Just feel that stretch into your glute. And then we're just going to gently rock your hips from side to side. So lots of lower back pain is actually caused by lack of mobility in our hips. So it's good to do lots of mobility for the hips, lots of stretching for the hamstrings, and then of course strengthening our core as well. All these things are very important to have a functional lower back. Beautiful. Good. Okay, lovely. So we're gonna release the leg down now and just give it a little stretch. Just give it a little shake, do whatever you gotta do to release your back. And then just hug your knees to the chest. Breathe into the belly. And just notice if the knees are even. Is one higher than the other, or are they even? And then can you rock your hips from side to side again? Just massaging your sacrum. Good, lovely. And then from here, we're gonna bring your legs up into tabletop position. And then ideally you want to have that little curve in the lower back. But if it's too much, you can gently imprint your lower back onto the mat. So either in neutral or slightly imprinted, whatever works for your back. If it's too much and you feel a lot of pressure in your lower back, you can always drop your feet down to the floor, that's okay. So we're going to do a single leg stretch here. So I want you to inhale into your chest. And then on the exhale, wait for the exhalation as you stretch your right leg forward. Inhale to bend the knee. And then as you exhale, stretch your left leg forward. And then inhale to bend the knee. And you're gonna do a couple of those. If it's too much, you're feeling a lot of pressure in your lower back, you can just slide your right leg on the ground, bring it back in. And then exhale, stretch your left leg on the ground and bring it back in. So whatever works for you. Listen to your body. I'm gonna keep my legs into tabletop. I'm just gonna extend one leg at a time. And then if this feels too easy, what you can do, you can interlace the fingers behind your head. And then you're gonna curl up. So you're adding a spinal flexion. That's gonna affect your upper abdominals. So you're gonna feel the upper abdominals working. Exhale to stretch. Inhale to bend, exhale. Good. And we're gonna do two more. You got this. Last one. Last one on the left. Well done. Hug your knees to the chest. Good. And then you're gonna bring your legs back up to the tabletop. Now hands behind your head. We're gonna inhale. As we exhale, we're gonna curl up. We're gonna twist towards the opposite knee. And we're gonna stretch the opposite leg forward. Now you want to make sure this hip is staying down. We're gonna inhale, come back to the center. Release all the way down. Reset. Exhale, you curl up. You twist and you stretch the opposite leg. And you want to make sure this hip is staying down. Bend the knee and lower the head back down. Breath in, breath out. Curl up, stretch, rotate. Make sure the hip is down. Inhale back to the center and down. Exhale, curl up, twist. Hip is staying down. Point your feet back down. Good, we got one more on each side. Exhale, curl up and twist. Check that your hips are down. Inhale. Exhale, curl up and twist. And back down. Knees to the chest. Have a break. Good. From here, we're gonna roll over onto your side. Push yourself up. And we're gonna stretch your abdominal muscles now. So we're gonna go into what we call upward facing dog. So you're gonna stretch your abdominals here, roll your shoulders back, chin parallel to the floor. Don't throw your head back, just keep your chin parallel to the floor. Good. Take a one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, round your back, push yourself up. And one more time, take a child's pose, big toes together, knees wide, and just stretch it out. Good. Lift your gaze up, come onto the hands and your knees again. Good. So from here, we're gonna tuck your toes under. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, we're gonna maintain the neutral position. We're gonna hover the knees off the ground. We're gonna hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release your knees back down. Good, we're gonna do it one more time. So when I go up, my knees are not up here. I want to maintain my neutral spine here. Let's do it again. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hover the knees just a tiny bit off the ground. Pull your shoulder blades down. Imagine you have a lemon underneath your armpits and squeezing the lemons down. And we're gonna hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's take a quick child's pose. One more breath. Have a look at your hands. Come back onto the hands and your knees. I need to walk forward a little bit. We're gonna add onto this exercise. So we're gonna tuck your toes under. You're gonna inhale. Exhale. Imagine you got the lemons underneath your armpits. You're gonna squeeze the lemons down with your armpits. You're gonna hover the knees. Hold. And then as you exhale, hover your right foot and stretch it back. Bend and switch. So what I'm not doing is lifting my hips up and then stretching the leg back. That's cheating. We want the shoulders over the wrists and keeping your knees in the same position. Good, we got one more on the left. Good, and then knees down. Take a child's pose. This time turn the palms. Get ready, we're gonna do this exercise one more time. So tuck your toes under, squeeze the shoulder blades, or squeeze the lemons down with your armpits. Take a breath in. On the exhale, lift the belly button up, strong core, and hover the knees. Exhale, extend your right leg back. Inhale. Exhale to switch, try not to rush. And right leg. And left leg. We got 2 more, you can do this. Good guys, we got a last one. Last one on the left. Good, knees down, take a child's pose and rest. Turn the hands down, slowly roll your spine up. And we're gonna roll your shoulders back. We're gonna roll your shoulders forward. Good. We're gonna do one more stretch for your lower back. We're gonna stretch your right leg out to the side, left heel to your pubic bone. You're gonna need your band here. You're gonna hook the foot in. And then the arm that's on the little toe side of your foot is gonna go either down onto the floor if you have the flexibility. If you don't have the flexibility, you can put your arm on your thigh. And then this other arm's gonna go up and over. And you want to make sure that the left sit bone is pressing down into the floor. You're gonna look forward, or you can look up to the ceiling, or you look down underneath your armpit, whatever works for you. And you're just gonna breathe here. If you want a deeper stretch, just go maybe a little bit deeper by lowering the arm down on the floor, walking your hands up the band. And you're gonna feel a nice deep stretch into your side body, especially the left side of your back. Good, we're gonna de-rotate your spine and then very slowly, gently come up. And we're gonna do the other side. So you stretch your left leg out, hook the foot in. Arm that's on the little toe side is either going down onto the floor or on the thigh. Opposite arm's going up and over. Don't let your head drop forward. Head is on top of your spine. Both sit bones are grounded. Good, we're gonna de-rotate your spine first and then slowly come up. Good job. Good. Okay, well done. So now we're gonna sit with your legs in this position, like a diamond shaped position with the legs. Heels are quite far away from your pubic bone. And then imagine you're hugging a big tree with the arms. Elbows are lifted, shoulders are down, crown of the head to the ceiling. So sitting up as tall as you can. Inhale to hold. And as you exhale, you're gonna twist to one side. You're gonna inhale to hold that rotation. Exhale, can you twist a little bit deeper? And then slowly back to the center as you inhale. And then exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale to hold. And exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Notice if there's any restrictions in your spine. And then inhale, come back to the center. We got one more to each side. Inhale, exhale to twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist deeper. And then inhale back to the center. And exhale to twist to the other side. Inhale, hold. Exhale, deeper twist. And back to the center. Good, relax the arms, cross your legs. Right hand to the floor. Just stretch your neck. And then switch. It's nice to finish off with a gentle neck stretch. Great, good. And then interlace the fingers, stretch the arms up to the ceiling, nice and tall in your spine. Inhale. Exhale, side bend to one side. Back up to the ceiling, inhale. And side bend to the other side. Back up to the ceiling. Good, and then really lengthen the spine. Take one more deep breath in, and then as you exhale, just roll your wrists and relax the arms. Good, so you're done. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel so you can see more content like this, and share it with your friend. If you like to work with me on one-to-one basis, do not hesitate to contact me. I'm based in London, UK. Yeah, that's it for me. Have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.